You could say that Herod the Great was a Roman client king. He ruled from the 1st century to 4 BC, but he may have died later. According to the New Testament, it was Herod who was warned that a king of the Jews, Jesus Christ, would appear in Bethlehem, and so Herod ordered that all newborn sons be put to death. He was an ambitious builder. He expanded the Second Temple in Jerusalem. He built palaces and fortresses too, Masada, where the Romans laid siege to Jewish rebels. He also created new cities, Caesarea and Sebastia. But the only place he named after himself was Herodium, and that was a major clue to archaeologists. It was here 35 years ago that Hebrew University's Ehud Netser began his life's work, searching for the legendary tomb of King Herod. For decades, Netser was digging in the wrong place, down the hill. Then last year he shifted further up. He was still searching for the key that would unlock the mystery of Herod's tomb, and at last he found it. What made you decide to look here after looking down below? You'd already found interesting...
If you look up, maybe not from this point, from another point, we can see there is a sloped wall. And I thought a year ago that this wall might have to do with the tomb, so it's worthwhile to follow it.
Yeah.
So we came back to this area. We wanted to study the staircase that go up to the hill, which is documented by Josephus also. And in a way, here by chance, in a way.
Herod got bad press. He was portrayed as a king who was cruel and paranoid, and he was so jealous that he killed his beloved wife. But Herod didn't do a lot of the barbaric things that people blame him for. For example, it's common belief that he sanctioned the crucifixion of Jesus by the Romans. But in fact, it was Herod's son who committed the evil deed. He was hated by his fellow Jews, and when they got a chance, they looted his tomb, stealing the gold and pulverizing his sarcophagus into hundreds of pieces, all of which made Professor Netzer's detective work the more challenging. Professor, can you just describe what it was like the day when you discovered this and you thought, aha, after 35 years, I've finally found what I've been looking for?
Well, the aha was when my collaborator, assistant and really collaborator, one of two, very devoted one, was here by himself. I was in a car with my wife, and he called me and said, we reached a monumental, well-built wall in a location where we already expected after we found the... And that was for me personally the moment.
Herod may have been a cruel king, a kind of dictator and enforcer for the Roman Empire, but his tomb on this lonely hilltop attracts thousands of visitors, all curious to see the last legacy of the king who changed the history and the landscape of this Holy Land forever.